Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of the Maritime Family Fiber podcast. You may or may not have seen our first episode. I have a couple of friends here this morning. Who's this?
Diamond.
Oh yes, this is Diamond. But is your name Diamond?
No.
What's your name?
Davy.
Davy. And who are you?
Elsie, and I am 6 years old. I just had my birthday.
In March. Not too long ago. And who is Diamond, Elsie?
Our lamb.
Can you tell them about Diamond? How do we get her?
When we were at the sheep fields, Mamie and Granddad gave us to her, and we got another one, but it died.
Yeah, that was a preemie. We tried our best though, didn't we?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
We named different people, but...
No, we didn't. You're silly.
That's her nickname.
No, it's not. You guys.
That's her nickname.
Yeah, she's a pretty good lamb. Anything special about her? Don't.
Guess what? She secretly follows us. Yeah.
Yeah. Aw, she loves you.
Don't be my finger. Picture.
Oh.
Picture.
Okay, so Elsie has been working on something that she wants to show us. So go ahead and hold it up so they can see it. Doop, doop, doop. Show them the good side. Ooh, what is it?
It's an anglerfish, and that's good because I actually did this part. It's good to make good puffs of this part. Look, I'm almost done with it too.
Yep. Can you tell us your technique about when the needle gets stuck? What you do?
Oh yeah. When the needle is hard to punch through, you just wiggle it.
That's true. So is this your first punch needle project?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
She's actually taken, so she's done crochet and knitting, but she's actually taken to the punch needle the most. Like, I think it was the easiest for her to catch on right away. So if you have kids, that's something to keep in mind. It's very easy. Good job, Elsie. Thank you for sharing.
Baby's right there.
Okay. So, it's June 25th today. It's finally hot in Maine. It took a while. We had a frost. I don't even remember the date, but it was like the second week of June, and it killed off my tomato plants, killed off a lot of plants, but the tomato plants actually came back. They've got a lot of catching up to do ahead of them, but here's hoping that we'll have some tomatoes in the fall. My potatoes are still going strong. I think that's why they say Mainers have survived on potatoes, because they're tough little vegetables. So, and it's a lot of calories per, I don't know. They're filling. It's good. You might not know this, but Maine is actually a little bit famous for potatoes. Up in Aroostook County, there's a big potato farm, lots of potato farms there. Okay, so I'm gonna start with what I've been knitting on lately. Okay, so you know that I've been working on my Cinnabar sweater, which I did put to the side for a little bit, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I haven't gotten that much farther on it, but I just have the body, and it's gonna be a crop top, and then the sleeves to go. And now she's decided, this is for my sister, my younger sister. She wants it for going apple picking in the fall. So she's gonna take pictures in it while she's picking apples. Like I said, they're very stylish, my sisters. Very fashion forward. So, this is in red BWO. I might have said red granite last time. Those two colors, I've gotten pretty good at the colors, the Briggs and Little colors, but those two colors are very similar, and they get me sometimes, which one is which. But anyway, I like working into this color. It's not usually a color I would pick. I'm a blue, green, purple type person, but I like getting out of my comfort zone sometimes. So anyway, I've been working on this. However, I put it aside for a little bit because I've been working on baby stuff. Did I mention this is gonna have bell sleeves? So it's a big armhole, and then it's gonna have bell sleeves. Should be pretty interesting. Okay, so I've been working on baby stuff because, as you may have known, I am expecting a baby all the way in January, which we are very, very excited about. Elsie and Davey had wanted a little brother or sister, and the fact that I'm working at home right now is just perfect, and the baby's gonna be born in January, so as long as we can avoid snowstorms, it's gonna be great timing. I've been quite morning sick, but I gotta say not as morning sick as I have been with my other babies, so that's good. I get to find out on July 2nd whether it's a boy or girl, which my husband wants to be surprised, but he does not understand. I gotta know because there's so many more and different knitting patterns that I can do when I know if it's a boy or a girl, so he just doesn't understand, but he'll come around. So you may have seen this. This is a it's a Patons pattern, Yarnspirations. I think they're, I don't want to say because I could get it wrong, but they're a big yarn company. They have a lot of free patterns. It was called Cabled Knit Baby Sweater, I believe. Honestly, I typed in cabled baby sweater in Ravelry, and I think it was the first result. However, I did change it quite a bit. So if you can see, if you look at the pattern online, they actually stop and cast off right here. They knit the hood separately and then sew the hood on. And there's probably a reason for that. I don't know. My mom was saying maybe stability, but in one this small, I don't think it matters. But I like how the cable design continues up the back where it wouldn't normally. And I also opted to not do the button band. There is a button band on it. That could be a reason too. But this was size 6 months, and it will be in the middle of summer when the baby is 6 months. So I was hoping that this would fit a younger baby, so I left the button band off. This is good old-fashioned Briggs and Little, and I don't find it to be rough at all, but it's not a baby yarn. And like I always say, I've dressed my babies in it from the beginning. I was dressed in it from the time I was a baby, and I think you just get used to it. And, you know, that's all you've known, so it doesn't feel rough or scratchy. We'll talk about scratchy wool later. I did the mattress stitch on the sleeves. I wasn't too happy with my job. On the garter stitch, to me, the mattress stitch can look messy sometimes. I don't know if you can see that, but I think I didn't block it aggressively enough either. I got impatient because I wanted to take a picture so I could tell you guys that we were gonna have a baby. But anyway, so I did that. I think baby clothes are, they're deceptive because you think, it's so tiny, I could just sit down right now and finish that. But there's always like these little parts and little pieces and little seams and things, so they always end up taking longer than you thought they were going to. But anyway, the other baby thing that I have been working on is this. I'm gonna make a lovey. This is the loving part of the lovey. This is the, I think it's Sirdar, I'm probably saying that wrong, Fur Effect. And I actually bought this at Knit East, and I wanted to make a whale with it. A blue whale, but as it turns out, the pattern I was using would have required a lot more yardage than what I had. So I did end up making the whale. It's over there in the toy box. Very much loved. I just made it of navy blue, and it was better anyway. It would have been probably this big out of this yarn, which would have been neat. But anyway, so I'm gonna make a little whale head to put here, and then maybe a whale tail to put on the end. So yeah, a little lovey. It's very soft, this yarn, and it feels a lot like fur actually, especially at a tighter gauge. It's pretty loose gauge. I knit this. You probably can't tell whether it's knit or crochet. I started out crocheting in it, and it was so tangly with the hook that I gave up and decided to knit it. Quick either way. This was like one sitting. I think it was like on size 15. So, squishy. Okay. Oh yeah. What else have I been working on? So, this is gonna be a little sneak peek tease for you because I haven't released this yet. I still wanna get any of the bugs out of the pattern before I release it, but I have another take on the fisherman's boot socks. So this is wet, by the way, because I was blocking it. You can see it's like it's not a seed stitch, but it's a kind of a diagonal, I guess kind of a diagonal seed stitch. It's slightly elastic, and it definitely is thicker, so it should be available in all the different sizes. I have the white pair behind me here, which is the longer, with the longer cuff on it, and you could do the cuff in the pattern and then keep the top stockinette if you didn't want more bulkiness, because I know the fisherman boot socks is already a lot more bulky than like this one. This is a Clam Diggers boot socks. But anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about this. I thought maybe we could do a knit along with it. I mean, it's a simple sock pattern, but we could do a sock along or something like that. It seems like summer is a good time for socks. I don't know if it's because they're portable or, I mean, all times are good times for socks, but especially in the summer, I feel like. I'm really excited about these, I think, because I make a lot of fisherman's boot socks, and I wouldn't say I grow tired of them, but nice to mix it up, you know, have something a little bit different. So I'm very excited about that. I'm in hopes to release the pattern within a week. Usually I have everything almost ready to go, and then I wait. But make sure that any typos or anything wrong with the pattern is all smoothed out first. Okay, so some other exciting news. This is very exciting news. I'm so excited. We are going to have some mystery surprise bags for the summer. I love doing these, and I love that you guys love them so much because I love packing them. So much fun. I invite my friend Megan over. She's my unpaid employee. Actually, she's kind of paid. I pay her in yarn. But she comes over and works for free. She also does sheep work for free. I'll have her on here at one point. She's fun. She's really fun. So she comes over and helps me pack them, and she gets them all looking pretty. For the bag this time, I've been working very hard to find a bag. So they won't all look like this. It'll be a surprise, but I want to get like a cotton bag and something that wasn't like, you know, cheap looking or feeling, which is hard, but I think I found the bag. See, this actually expands out, so I feel like this is a good knitting project size. They're 100% cotton, so you can actually, they said you could draw on them, I guess, with permanent marker. I don't know if I'd be daring enough because I can't draw. I don't know if this happens to you, but a lot of people assume that because I can knit and do the fiber art stuff, that I can also draw or paint. No way. No way. Elsie is already better at drawing than me, and that's not even a joke. Okay, so this is the bag. I'm gonna show you one secret that was supposed to be a surprise. I got these as something a little bit different because I, want to mix it up. I ordered these, and it's a postcard. So it's a postcard, and you can write little notes, send it in the mail. This is Splotch, the Scottish blackface. She's all grown up now. But so cute. So it'll come with a little pack of postcards and a little baggie. Something a little different, and it'll have a notion and tea and chocolate and goodies. So let me know if you're allergic to nuts or anything. And one of the most exciting parts of it is that I think this time you're going to have a little bit of an option. So you can do like a rug bag, and you'll get either Atlantic or Super in surprise colors. You could do a sock bag, so you'll get something with nylon in it, and a mitten bag, so you'll get like Regal or Heritage, something you could make mittens or hats with, that kind of thing. So, or you could just have a surprise me bag too, where it's a total surprise. You could get anything. But I feel like that'll be good for the rug hookers too, because sometimes I feel a little bit bad for you because I have those free gift baggies that I give out. And when someone orders something, I don't necessarily know what they're ordering it for, although I always like to imagine. That's the funnest part. But, so my rug hookers, some of them have probably gotten stitch markers before, or buttons, or things that they're probably like, what on earth is this for? And some of them have gotten a lot of darning needles from me, because I have heard that darning needles are used in rug hooking for whip stitching around the outer edge or things like that. So some of them have a lot of darning needles from me. They're probably like, no more darning needles. If you know of any ideas of what a rug hooker would like to get for a little notion or gift kind of thing, then I am very open to ideas. I have a lot of fun with those. They're so cute. Okay, so those are coming soon, probably around the week of the 4th of July. They're summer themed. The mailing envelopes I got, they have ice creams on them, if they'll fit. We'll see when they get here if they'll fit. But yeah, summer themed. So get yourself or someone else a little summer gift. I think most people will buy them for themselves, which no judgment there. And the price on those for 2 skeins has always been $25. So I feel like that's a good deal. A little gift for yourself for $25 is, not too much. I tend to be quite thrifty myself, so I don't like pricing something for more than I would pay for it. Quite budget minded. So I would spend $25 on myself. So they're $25. They're going to be when they're up. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, last podcast, which I was very nervous to do. You may have been able to tell. And I also edit it myself. So if I'm suddenly cutting out and doing things, that's why. I'm a millennial, but I did not get a lot of the millennial stuff. I'm not very good with computers or phones. I try my best to educate myself with that. But, like I've said before, I can assist in a stuck lamb birth. I can't do any programming, but I can do that. I can splint a broken lamb leg. So, that's something. Okay, on to the giveaway. As I was saying, the last podcast I talked about a giveaway. This is the skein we're going to give away. I haven't given it away yet because I haven't published that video yet. But by the time you hear this, I will have. I love this so much. My mom dyed it, and this is like my colors. This blue, this purple, this tealy green all together. I don't know if it's a tealy green, but anyway. These are my colors, and this is what we're going to give away. It's on Durasport, so you could use this for socks. We do a sock long. And this is what I think we're going to do. I don't know how many subscribers I have now, but when I get 100, no idea how long or how hard it takes to get 100 subscribers. But when we get 100, I'm gonna draw a name and give it away. So there she be. I actually have another skein of this that I'm gonna save for myself. Okay, so let's get on to our sheep update here. A lot has happened since the last podcast. We were just getting them out on grass, and we got them out on grass, and we got them all lambed out. I think there might be a couple more that I'm keeping my eye on. They look awfully big to me to not be in lamb, but we got them all on grass. They're grazing, they're lambed. It was a very good lambing season this year, very good. We had hardly any assisted births, hardly any problem cases. The kids were telling you about, we had a set of premature twins, and one of them actually survived, unbelievably. The other one, we worked on it, we brought it home and worked on it, but its lungs were not developed enough, so it was concerning sometimes. But I haven't looked at this, but I bet if you look at the rates of instances of things that go wrong in sheep versus humans, I bet they go wrong a lot less frequently with sheep. So it is pretty rare, but you get those cases, just like you do with humans, where, you have to tend to them. So we worked on the lamb, we worked on her, and she didn't make it, but her twin did, and he's actually doing really good. We actually caught him when we were shearing, and we were like, what is this one? Why do we have him marked down? And we said, oh my word, it's the preemie! He was just as big as all the other ones, so that's good. He was bigger than his sister, so. Anyway, that was like one of the only cases that we had. We had a granny, which a granny is, or an auntie. Sometimes when a sheep is about to give birth, they start to try to take other newborn lambs away from, they don't realize that they haven't given birth yet, and they try to steal other lambs from other mothers. So there was a day where I had to sit in the field all day. Poor me, I had to sit in the sheep field and knit all day in my bug suit, and we had to keep an eye on her, and every time I would turn around or look away, she would be back at the lambs. I think I have a video of it. I'll show a video at the end, but naughty girl. She had her lamb, and that cured her eventually. But like I said, it was a good year. I was a little standoffish toward the end because I am expecting. And with the shearing too. So with the shearing, usually we'll knock them pretty much all out in one day. Just kill ourselves by just going until we think we can't go no more till we're all done. But this year we took a very different approach. And I would just shear like 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 a day. And then at lunchtime be like, okay, guess we'll go home. And just took it very, very easy. So no need to be concerned there. It's all midwife cleared too. I have a wonderful team of midwives and OBs. So we got the shearing done. So the next thing will be to bring the fleeces to Briggs and Little. Woohoo! You may notice too, I think I'm going to share a little sneak peek with you. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. This is something that I've had in the works for quite a while. So we have the Cheviots and the Scottish Blackface. We take the Cheviot wool to Briggs and Little, and currently we do nothing with the black. So I spin a little bit of it, but I know this is heartbreaking, but a lot of times we'll dump or use for mulch the blackface, and every year I'm like, oh, I want to find something to do with it. So this year I think I found something to do with it, and I'm very excited because it's good wool. Okay, so this is kind of like an old style Scottish Blackface fleece. It's quite dirty, but I don't know if you can see, it has like little bits of kimp, which is why Briggs & Little doesn't take it, because you can see some of it's black too. That kimp will not dye. It won't dye as consistently as the other whiter parts. And it's quite long staple length. Look at that. That's long. It's like it's like shoulder length hair. So this is an old style Scottish Blackface fleece. And it's not actually like prickly to the touch. And in other parts of the world, this is like used for outerwear, like wool felt that you feel is made out of this. Lots of rugs, wool rugs are made out of this grade of wool. If not Scottish Blackface, then other similar breeds. And then this is actually a newer style. By newer, I mean newer genetics. So my family actually, the gene pool is getting quite narrow for Scottish Blackface in the United States. And you may not know that moving animals from the UK to the United States is shut down has been for a long time because of disease concerns. So we actually brought in people to do artificial insemination with new genetics from the UK to widen our Scottish Blackface gene pool. So it was a big undertaking. I think I have a blog about it somewhere. If not, I should write one. I think I was like in middle school or a teenager, and that really opened the gene pool. So anyway, that's all to say, that new breeding of Scottish Blackface, their fleeces are beautiful, and that is extremely, I mean, that's soft. It's very soft and beautiful. I think this is a hog fleece maybe, so it might be why it's a little shorter. Maybe it's just on the back. But you know what kind of yarn this would make? It would make beautiful rug yarn. So that is my hope. It's quite expensive to get yarn processed, like at a mini mill or wherever, there's a good reason for that, and that's because it's a lot of work and the equipment is very expensive. But I am doing my homework and research, and I'm going to be sending test fleeces away, and I am in hopes to create a beautiful, unique, local, small farm rug yarn with the Scottish Blackface fleece. And I'm so excited because this fleece it's beautiful. I know it's gonna make a beautiful yarn. So, but shh, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Okay, so before I leave, after the chatty part here, I'm going to show you some videos of lambing and shearing. I'll show you just some scenes of when we're lambing on grass this year, and I will show you our last shearing day. We have some videos from the last shearing day. I think you'll get to see Shep doing some training. Shep is Finn's brother. He's a border collie, and he's learning. He's very strong-eyed, so we have to bellow at him a few times, but he's okay. And yeah, so enjoy. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you.
Yep. Here's my lambing crew today.
We're at the sheep field. Okay, show us how big it is.
Yep. There's a sheep field
It's so
back
big.
there.
So
What are we
big
going to do
and
today, Elsie?
Lambing.
Lambing, yep. What are we going to do?
Check if any lambs are getting enough milk.
Mm-hmm. And is that the appropriate dress you wear? Is that your lambing dress?
Yeah.
Red lace is essential.
Make sure no sticks or branches snag my dress because it will easily rip.
That's right. morning, just keeping an eye on them. A couple new ones this morning, and we got a grannier who is most likely a neighbor. She's one hollering, but was trying to steal everyone else's lambs. So we're just gonna keep an eye on her. Hopefully she'll give birth here within the hour. Some lambs up in those trees.
Don, lie down.
Come on.
Push her right out.
Come on, come on.
Stay there.
Oh.
Bring it around.
Come on.
Don't
Yeah, I saw him. Come on, girls, come on. Haha. No, not you. Oh, shit. Come on, girls. There they go. Chat. Stand. Stand. Hey.
Steady. Steady.
Come on. No. Friendly. Sassy old girl. There's a watermelon there.